What does the nanny do?
Okay, so we're done.
Goodbye.
You. Shut it off.
Do not twist my words. Do not make me a victim, sweetie.
Just look at the mountain. That's what you saw that day.
Just the knife and the kidneys over all these years and the sacrifices that I made to love you.
Season 6, Episode 5, Christmas Surprise! We are having Christmas in July.
Christmas in July.
All I want for Christmas is July weather.
Ooh.
That's my wish every fucking Christmas.
Beautiful. Your song moved me, honey. And, you know, growing up white trash, when I think of July Christmas, I think there was like a Marlboro cigarette special where they would have special signage at the gas station that was like, welcome to the Marlboro Christmas in July. And I'm like, okay, of course this is associated with a cigarette brand in my mind.
Send in your Marlboro tabs and you'll get a free cooler for your beer.
Oh, yes. If anyone has any Marlboro points they want to mail to me, I'll give them to my mom in the 90s. That totally works.
That Pizza Hut.
Oh.
For reading your book.
Book it.
Yep.
Mm.
And jump rope for heart. All right, let's move on.
Well, I hope you enjoyed a little bit of that Christmas spirit for the intro of this episode and that you were moved by the holiday. Even if it's made up and you're only hearing the Christmas spirit in your ears, please also hear it in your heart. And in Kimber's case, that's that cavity that's open in the middle of your chest. As you said, we are 5 episodes into season 6. We're just moving right along, and we're going to have a Christmas surprise. I don't think you'll be very surprised by any of this, but they had to use some kind of title.
We are at Christine's rental, and we are packing for moving today.
Move day!
Still packing and moving that day. And they pull up in a van and the moving truck in front of the house and kind of get some like movements throughout the property, throughout the house. And Christine grabs a door and she goes, they've scuffed a door already.
Yes, those kids will have to
These
pay.
Kids.
Yes. Well, I mean, you know, having children does ruin your life. I've always said this, but...
Yeah, they scuff many a thing.
No, they're a blessing. A holiday blessing. A Christmas blessing. Children ruining your belongings.
Oh.
We just have this quick moment with Christine where it's packing up some things. There's going to be more than one load, blah, blah, blah. We're at the house. And then we go to Janelle's house, where Maddie tells us that she's been enjoying being able to go to the new house to escape Hunter when he's driving her crazy. And so it was a moment for Maddie. We haven't gotten a lot of Maddie moments recently.
No.
She was alert, awake, and I don't think she was high.
No, she must have ejected herself for a while so that she could live her best life. And we get a clip from Maddie here. Surprise, surprise, after many a clip last season, this is kind of a treat. And she specifically calls out Hunter.
Yeah, I'm like, Hunter must torment her or something. I don't know.
There's something there.
But as we know, Meri still does not have her house. Oh, no. And if the financing doesn't go through, she may have to do other financing, is what she tells us. And I'm going, is this even true or just manufactured drama in the sense of the money? I'm wondering if they were really suspecting that her financing wouldn't come through, or if it's like we've been discussing in our previous episodes where she just took so long that her paperwork is just in process and no one should really be that worried about the financing. It's hard for me to put my finger on it.
It is because they don't really talk about the process. They kind of like hodgepodge together the process and give us like tidbits about the paperwork was filed, the paperwork was approved. And when they bring this up, they say, we still don't know if they will even get financing on her home.
Which I don't quite understand.
Well, and in the last episode, if we're on the actual timeline here, probably would have only been a day or two before some of the clips because they're talking about, oh, we just filed your paperwork. Mona's saying at the kitchen table where they're dingle-dangling their feet at Janelle's. And it's like, I don't know.
Yeah.
The timeline is Is it Frankenbited together or is it reality? Because they could have been pulling clips from past, present, future to put that in there.
They tell us, though, that this episode is starting off on January 2nd. That January 2nd is when the Brown family is going to celebrate Christmas, which is a week after normal Christmas or, Christmas Day, blah, blah, blah. So what we can take away from that is that Meri's time between Christmas and New Year's was spent wondering if she was going to be getting any notifications, and then that didn't happen.
They're giving Meri more time so that they can pretend that it happens for Liana on Christmas.
Well, and the other wives getting their keys right before Christmas. There is an element of it's probably just too chaotic, too much to do Christmas on Christmas Day, and partnered with sparing Meri and Leon's very, very, very sensitive and delicate feelings. So when Kody shows up at Christine's house while they're unloading and setting up the new place and being all excited and enthusiastic, he walks in and he goes, "Honey, I'm home." And I was like, OMG. Like, I love Honey, I'm Home. I actually think it's kind of funny. I probably would say it if I had anyone to go home to. It's just funny that Kody says it and then immediately goes to the kids and is like, "Oh, truly, like blah, 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 not it." And it's all this like happy moment.
Truly,
it's like,
my little princess.
Didn't we just hear from Isabel about how he's not around and they don't know where he is?
Could be that he's that excited to see them because it's been 2 weeks. I don't know.
I finally get to see my children that I'm avoiding.
Like the plague, as we will find out later, actually happens during the plague.
Ooh, yeah, 100. Christine suggests that they start a company called the Brown Family Moving Company. For how many times they've moved, they're just constantly moving and they're so good at it. And I'm like, okay, so Kody cannot be the president or the CEO of that company. It's got to be Meri. And then Meri's got to be the workers. Meri's got to be HR. Meri has to be the entire thing. She does 80% of the work when they're moving. And in this episode, they show clips of them hauling things and moving things. And Meri's always like, taking up the front or pushing up the back. And I'm like, yes, Meri. Like, she could carry a couch on her own. She is so good at moving.
They do keep showing clips of all of the boys, like the older boys, moving big pieces of furniture together. And they show like a clip where Logan is just like standing in the middle of the piece of furniture playing light as a feather, stiff as a board, while his brothers carry on either end. And it's like, Logan, just fucking walk away, please.
That's so funny. Christine tells us that she won't miss her rental home with even one fiber of her body. So, I get that. There's places you move on from and you're like, I'm not going to say this place was terrible, but I'm not going to miss it at all.
But not even one fiber of her hot pink knee-length skirt, not even one fiber of her brown tights, or not even a fiber of the jean jacket or the white shirt with the black polka dots under it. You can't even spare one fiber of your being, Christine. The layers alone.
From that outfit? Wow. Sounds like there could have been some fibers to spare for her rental.
Many a fiber.
Wow. Thank you for that one, honey. That was good. Which, of course, cues up the typical flashback to the move to Las Vegas that we have to have every episode. Let's not waste any time on that. They show us clips, them moving to Vegas. We don't give a fuck. It's already happened. Stop talking about it.
Because then we get Kody talking about all of the hope that they've had along the way to get to where they are. And he's just saying, hallelujah, hallelujah, to where they're at. It's like all of these hopes and dreams along the way that we've had to get through along the Oregon Trail.
Hallelujah, he says. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Sorry,
What's it to you?
I'm just feeling very festive with the holiday spirit. Excuse me, the Christmas spirit entering my body.
Do you see what I Don't even.
Honey, it couldn't be any worse than the spirit of Christmas entering and exiting my body repeatedly.
It would have been good if I could have got there, but she couldn't do it.
She couldn't do it. We get an exterior shot of the cul-de-sac, and the bottom third now says...
Brown Family Cul-de-sac.
They finally named the cul-de-sac, and it was so creative. The Brown Family Cul-de-sac. Which, as we discussed in our last episode, we were really beat over the head with the location disclaimers or notifications, whatever you want to call them, those bottom thirds. And so this episode, we got less, but there was still too many. Like every time they would go back to the cul-de-sac, they put it up and it's like, we know what this is. We remember.
We get it. We got it. Good.
Thanks for wasting our time, TLC. As you're listening to this podcast. Thanks for wasting our time, TLC.
We see Meri looking into a van window in the middle of the cul-de-sac.
Mm-hmm. A minivan, darling.
Yes, a minivan. And who be but on the other side of that window than Leon behind the wheel.
Leon behind the wheel.
Staring longingly at their future home.
It sounds like we went from Christmas to Halloween, like a scary movie.
Yes.
Leon behind the wheel.
Meri is gentle parenting the shit out of Leon before gentle parenting was a thing.
Oh, gentle parenting as opposed to rough parenting?
As opposed to tyrannical parenting.
Yeah.
Leon gets gentle parented.
Even while Leon is being gently parented, they are seething. I just wanted to say seething.
With anger.
Well, Leon is staring up at that house at the end of the cul-de-sac, which is Meri's house. And Meri is apologizing, saying there's nothing that she can do about the situation. Oh. And then Meri asks, how do you feel about this?
Leon admits that they're jealous and says, I'm pissed off!
Yeah, I'm pissed off! So aggressive. It's like you're sitting in a minivan staring at a house at a cul-de-sac. Like, take it all in.
Tú es muy agresivo. Por favor! Back off!
Of course, Leon talks about being happy for the others, but that there's nothing that they can do to change things. Oh. And then Leon's crying and says, it's just right there. And I was like, boo-hoo.
I just want to go inside.
Yeah, the world's smallest violin was playing for Leon.
And Meri's like, honey, I'm just trying to talk to you.
Just trying to. Yeah, some of their back and forths. You're right, gentle parent. It sounded like Meri's
looking at Leon and going, and how does it make you feel? And what can I do to help you? And how can I make that any better? I was like, bitch, you can't. You asked him to change the fireplace at the last minute, and now we're stuck here, sitting in the cul-de-sac, in our van, looking through the windows.
If you would have submitted your paperwork on the 19th instead of the 20th, or whatever the dates would have been.
And not tried to blow Builder Dan for more things to get fixed in your home that weren't even wrong to begin with.
Oh, man.
Then
maybe you wouldn't have been disappointing your child so greatly.
We cut to the couch with Christine, and Christine makes a valid point here. Christine says, Leon has watched Janelle and I be able to have babies, and Meri couldn't have that. They kind of go back and forth, and they're giving Leon grace about their reaction due to the fact that Leon has had a lot of disappointments, aka not having siblings in their life.
Plenty of siblings, just not Meri's children.
Well, right.
And Christine says, this whole thing reminds me of that. And I was like, Kimber just said this in the last episode. Mm-hmm. You just pointed out that there was a similarity in that. There was a parallel in that. Because
everybody keeps lying to Leon to placate them. I don't know. They think Leon's fragile. They think what of Leon? Because Leon has been the only one in the family to completely declare that they want plural marriage and to follow the doctrine. And Leon is the only one not to have any siblings. And Leon is the one with big emotions, just like Meri. And we all placate to Leon. And we kept our home in Lehigh just in case Leon wanted to go to school and stay there. Like, there's this common thread. Right?
Some only child syndrome whatnotness in a family of 22, apparently?
Perhaps. And Kody keeps saying the comment that we find odd about how they're being raised as siblings. But we find out more and more that even when they were living in the same home, since they were being raised by 3 different moms, they were being raised differently and separately and not as siblings. Nature versus nurture with this family. It's very interesting to me.
Yeah. Interesting. Throwback. Christine says she feels safe having all the kids around at the cul-de-sac while they're on the couch discussing. And Kody jokes about the block walls around their properties and how it looks like a polygamist compound.
Yeah, he points out that they're in a gated community with cinder blocks surrounding it.
Mm-hmm.
And they show a clip of all of the little kids in the middle of the cul-de-sac on rollerblades, on razor scooters, each doing their thing on the brand new. You remember how smooth roller skates were on brand new, like black
asphalt,
rolled out asphalt. Ooh,
a
that's
3 bearing rollerblade. I'm telling you, level 3 on new asphalt. Nothing smoother.
nothing
Smoother than my balls, baby. Very smooth.
Ooh, you took up landscaping all of a sudden?
I did take offense to when you said that because I do landscape. Thank you very much.
I know that you do, and I know this, which is, I'm so sorry. I'll apologize on air for
Yes,
making that joke about
Thank you. Manscape with the manosphere. You know, I just didn't want to be too cliche, blah, blah, blah. Fill in the blanks.
So Kody makes a joke about how with the gated community and the cinder blocks surrounding them, it looks like a plague compound.
Plig, plig.
Plig, plig. And I think Janelle actually comes out and says compound for the first time during this.
Compound. Christine wishes Kody would just keep thoughts like that in his head.
Yeah, don't say that. Kody goes, it's just silly. Like, it's us being silly. And Christine goes, it's not silly.
There's a negative connotation. So cue the FLDS montage of the cult compounds. Oh, my God. Warren Jeff's photo flashes on the screen.
Mugshot.
Oh, he's such a criminal. Well, he actually is. I shouldn't laugh at that. He's terrible. And behind locked gates is where those people were held, you know, against their will. They were held captive. Well, against their will in quotes, you know, the history, the whatever.
Christine says that she does not want to be related to any of that at all. And she says, a compound is the absolute opposite of what our homes are.
Yes, because the compound means fear and control. And their family and their homes are not full of fear and control.
The opposite of that.
Absolutely.
And there's freedom, and we can all go wherever we want here.
Then we get a transition to Meri's rental where she's packing, taping up some boxes. And then we get a shot of her mom packing up some boxes. Bonnie is visiting to help with the move.
Bonnie's coming to town. And I haven't watched the entirety of this show. I have not even watched any seasons from the episode that we're recording on. I've just seen clips on TikTok or read the books at this point. So I've never seen a shot of Meri's mother from the top of the head.
Right.
So I was a little taken aback by the fact that Bonnie is obviously losing her hair. And I just want to say to anybody out there that is female presenting, if you are losing your hair, I understand that it fucking sucks. And I do swear by Nutrafol. I know it's super expensive. They don't sponsor the podcast, but I would recommend it. Give yourself some fucking grace because genetics are a bitch and we cannot help that shit. So moving on from that, just wanted to give some tips and tricks because losing your hair fucking sucks. I lost it after having babies for a while. It's a bitch.
And maybe you wouldn't expect it from this podcast, but it's a little bit of a cheap shot to be making fun of hair loss. And so we're going to...
You know, we give Kody a lot of guff for his hair loss, but that's because he is so fucking vain.
And obsessed with it. Yeah, absolutely.
I think that it depends on the person, and you need to know, like, when it's like punch to the ear or a kick to the kidney or a knife to the kidney. And I do not want anyone to ever feel like we're picking on people for their differences. You know, this show, the thing about it is they put themselves out there. Kody is what we know he is. If you have this issue, seriously, don't feel bad. And go to your doctor first because might be something wrong, like really, truly. So take care of yourselves.
Take care of yourself. And we don't want any punching. We don't want any kicking. We don't want Grandma Bonnie to get kicked in the tooth.
No, we don't want Grandma Bonnie to get kicked in the tooth.
That would be terrible.
Oh, no. She'd have to wash her mouth in the wet bar.
Oh, God. Meri gets a call from Danny from Pinnacle Homes. I was like, oh, Danny, that must be what they call Daniel because they're so familiar because Meri spent so much time with Daniel the builder.
Well, I heard Danny and I was like, did Meri just go, oh, Daddy?
Yeah. And I was like, honey, Danny.
Danny. But with their accent, it was very bizarre and I had to take a break there and it was not Daddy, it was Danny.
And I was so proud of myself because I remembered Daniel the builder. I remembered his name and I knew that she was saying Danny, not Daddy. I was having a lot of successful moments during this scene.
Maybe I've been going through a dry spell. Daddy.
Oh, God. Oh, my. But Danny tells them that
Danny.
Ooh. Calls to let Meri know that he is ready for them to come take a tour because she probably pestered him enough and drove him crazy enough about my mom is here and she's been through so much and I've been through so much and Leon's on the edge of a nervous breakdown. Can you please show us the home?
And Leon hasn't even fully seen it yet.
Right. We've seen footage of Leon seeing these houses pretty much built. So, okay, Leon hasn't been able to see your uneven pendant lights and your crooked mantle.
Leon hasn't been able to put their own fake marble on the mantle to make sure that it's A-okay.
Leon pulls out a protractor and is like, can I do anything? Can I solve any problems?
Protractor? An abacus?
An abacus?
Perhaps to calculate the velocity of the corner that needs to happen this way and that way to make it even.
Look at us saying words and things. As they arrive to Meri's house and they enter the home, there is sad, sad, sad music playing. And I was just kind of distracted by it because I thought, wow, you would think there was a death in the family, but it's just that they haven't moved into the house quite yet. And the builder is going out of their way to give them a tour of this home that he probably shouldn't even do.
How many days before Christmas?
Thank you, Daddy. Oh, I think this, yeah, right. Is this before or after Christmas? The real one.
Oh.
Not the brown Christmas. After.
Betwixt the two.
Oh.
Not much time.
Not much time.
And so either way, Daddy Danny, hope that Robyn gave you enough BGs to pay for this.
Need a refund.
Leon compliments Meri's choices, specifically the counters and the cabinets.
Oh, it
and the
looks
color
nice.
choice.
Looks beautiful, Mom.
So beautiful.
I love this color.
And then Leon says, I don't want to leave. Can we just stay here?
Where is Leon from all of a sudden?
I don't know. Does this happen a lot?
Can we just stay here?
I don't want to leave, Mama.
It does happen a lot.
Can we just stay here?
It does happen. But, you know.
Okay, well,
Meri
never said I was an actress.
Meri
Correct.
talks about how Leon has been confused with the financing process. And Meri says she can't help with any clearing up because she doesn't understand herself. Meri says she can't explain to Leon why Janelle and Christine are in their homes and they're not. And I went, duh, because you didn't get your fucking shit done, lady. Like, it's not some sort of mystical thing that no one could ever know. It's like you were behind on your shit, or you asked for too much stuff for the home, or both. And now you're making it sound like, well, who knows what Janelle and Christine, what those people did with their paperwork to make it work. It's like, no, those people didn't do anything wrong with whatever. You didn't get your shit in.
Well, right. That's the most disgusting part of this clip is that Meri says Leon doesn't understand financing, but that's not even just it. Leon thinks that nobody on the job sites or the financing is doing their jobs because, okay, all this stuff is getting done at the other houses. Why isn't it getting done here? The people are slacking on their jobs here. Meri kind of goes along with this and just says, well, they don't understand how these people's jobs work and neither do I. And like Meri is putting it off on somebody else.
Yep, absolutely.
Putting it off on somebody else as they always do. And I have a feeling that Meri is telling Leon that they're not doing their jobs instead of taking ownership.
I think so as well. I mean, she says so out loud. It's literally, she's blowing smoke up everybody's skirt.
That's the gist of what it's going to come down to, and that she's trying to hide.
She didn't get her shit done, and now it's all just a mystery to her how it just isn't done.
And Leon, they are doing their jobs, and just because they're doing them over there doesn't mean they're not doing them over here, even though we're not over there where we want to be. My God.
And all of a sudden it's nighttime, and Kody pulls up to Meri's rental for a family meeting. Oh, everyone's sitting around the table. Another family meeting. This family loves a family meeting. And they start talking about Christmas and what this means and how they're going to do their Christmas. And they chat about putting up a tree at Janelle's house because she happens to have a Christmas tree. Of all the wives, I think that's kind of funny.
It is. Christmas morning, we'll be at Janelle's. As Kody is rolling up to the house, like quite literally with his bag, Kody says,
Yes.
"This may be the last time I drag my luggage here. Let's hope so." Dragging his roller bag up the sidewalk, and it's like, boom, boom, bouncing over each crack in the sidewalk. And he's literally just on camera, and they're showing that happening. And it reminds me of middle school when the people that would show up that like weren't cool had roller bags instead of backpacks.
Well, you were so cool, honey. You were so popular.
No, I knew it wasn't cool because I had to hide the fact that I wasn't popular.
Yes, you knew to leave your roller bag at home.
I fucking knew it, but that bitch wanted to come so bad.
While they're at this family meeting, you would think maybe they're here to discuss their enterprise, My Sister Wife's Closet, or to continue Christmas planning. But no details about those things other than this special activity for Christmas. He talks about how every year his mom would make caramels for Christmas. I need to say caramels because they say caramels, and I say caramel because I prefer the formal, but I'll try to remember that it's caramels. But this year, Kody's mom can't make them. We don't know why. She's just unable to perform her duty as
Probably
a mother.
that arthritis from cooking for the family for how many goddamn decades?
Yes, as the ranch mom.
Oh.
But don't fear, everyone. She's sending her recipes. So Kody suggests all the wives can make her caramels. And he says, if someone can make caramels better than my mom, then they are worthy of being my wife. And everyone laughs, and I held down the vomit.
They make a joke about how, we'd be doing this the day of. And Cody's like, well, yeah, that's what I was thinking. And I'm like, do you even know how people make caramel? Like, it is not an easy process. Plus, it has to cool and harden. Like, you might be making that caramel in the morning, and then it's like 10 hours later, we're trying these. Like,
Oh, okay.
Kody, come on. Your mom's been making it for forever, and you don't even know how it's made.
Yeah, that makes sense, actually.
Yeah.
Cody's like, it's an annual tradition. My mother would do it every year. I have no idea what it takes. I just eat it.
I was out with the boys chopping wood in the forest.
Yeah, burying dead animals. That's what he was doing.
Burying dead animals and cutting firewood.
Mm-hmm. Chopping down those trees. Janelle tells us that she has a secret weapon. Her mom, Cheryl, is visiting for Christmas. And Cheryl has some extra special insight into making this caramel because, Cheryl has helped make this caramel before. Not because she's a neighbor, not because she's a good friend, but because she is Kody's mom's sister wife. And this is where Janelle gives us a little bit of backstory about her mom meeting Kody's dad in this kind of situation that some of us are aware of because if you've read their book and if you've been in the Sister Wives universe for a while, you kind of know the sordid history of these people.
They bring it up when they visit the parents' ranch earlier on in the series.
Oh, yes, that's true. That's true.
And it's kind of glossed over there a bit. This is like maybe the second time they're talking about it. And we find out that Janelle's mom was worried that Janelle was getting involved with a cult.
Right. When she was friends with Kody and
When
Meri.
she was just even friends.
Yes.
They weren't even courting yet, supposedly. So then Janelle's mom, Cheryl, with an S, comes to meet Kody's dad and ends up falling in love. So now we have got Kody's mom's sister wife is Janelle's mommy.
Mommy.
Mommy had to make it creepier than it already fucking is because
Thank you for that.
Janelle's mom is Kody's stepmom.
Yes. Well, I mean, it is Christmas.
They can't just come out and say that to us, though.
No.
But we do get a really cute quote from Mama when she's standing by her car, and she says, "Winning this competition? I'm not sure I'm the secret weapon, but I can try, I guess."
Oh, Cheryl. You know, this is the second time, at least, that they've talked about it.
Mm-hmm.
Another opportunity for them to give us anything real. They don't. It's very whitewashed, very glossed over. It's like, okay, so we find out that Janelle's mom fell in love with Kody's dad. So,
But they say it weird so
but
that
they
it doesn't
say
really register.
Yeah, they say it in a way so we don't connect those dots quite clearly. Kody says, so Cheryl is my mom's sister wife, instead of saying, so Cheryl's my stepmom.
It's like
Or-
caramel.
Right. The other thing that just crossed my mind, girl, is that Janelle, previous to being married to Kody, was married to Meri's brother.
Mm-hmm.
Meri comes from cult family. Janelle was already married to a member of the cult.
Mm-hmm.
So even the details they give that make you go, oh, well, it seems rational and reasonable that Janelle's mom would say, hey, I don't want you joining a cult. We're going to do an intervention. We're going to stop you. Well, she was already married to Meri's brother before she was married to Kody. So it just seems weird.
Whoa. Because, the timing is weird and it's crisscrossing on so many
different
directions.
things. And it makes even less sense because I always could understand and rationalize that you would want to protect your daughter from joining a cult if you were actually concerned.
Yeah.
But your daughter was already married to one of these family members. So it just feels like all of their stories just...
Lies.
It's hard to believe them. You know?
Liars.
Mm-hmm. Meri and Robyn will be making caramels together. Oh, excuse me, caramels together because Meri doesn't even have a kitchen. Which, of course, she lives in a rental home with a kitchen. And Robyn has a kitchen, so this is just bullshit. I'm not sure if this entire thing was set up by production. I don't know. I don't know why Meri and Robyn had to work together on this, but...
Well, when Kody announces the competition, Robyn is just beside herself.
Oh, yeah, because Robyn can't microwave popcorn, so...
Yeah, Robyn literally can't even believe that Kody is serious and wants them to do this. And she's sitting at the table as he talks about how perfect his mama's caramels are. And she's just like shitting her pants.
Yeah.
I think that's why she was like, oh, Meri, you don't have a kitchen? You can use mine.
Yeah, we can be together. If you need me to boil water, you're going to have to teach me how.
Because then if we win, I get credit for it. But if we lose, it's also a funny story and I don't have to get credit for it.
Robyn always comes out a winner in Kody's eyes.
Yeah, no kidding.
Even though she's a loser and everybody else is.
Yep.
When talking about this competition and getting his wives, pinning his wives against each other once again, but through a playful activity, haha, LOL, we get a soundbite moment from Kody where he says, you may be thinking I'm a misogynist pig right now, but you don't understand my genius. It's about getting more caramels. And I'm like, my God, is there anything this man won't say? And is there anything TLC won't put on this show?
Because using women to make you candy and manipulating them to get more of that candy is literally the definition of having your cake and eating it too.
Well, and it's like a harmless example in a sense. I mean, it's literally supposed to be a playful competition thing. It's not like, actually underhanded in nature as far as we can see. And so for him to be saying this, it's like, of all the shit you've done in this show, this is what you're going to point out is what makes you look like a misogynist? I don't think so. I think it's a lot of other things.
The other thing that I would like to point out is that Kody says that his mom makes the best caramels in the world. So he's already upping the stakes. Like, now you're getting compared to my mom.
Yeah.
And every other woman out there knows how little they ever want to be compared to their husband's mom.
Right.
Like, it's a little weird. It's a little Freudian.
One of the benefits of being single. And then we transition to Christine's house in the AM, and she tells us it's the morning of St. Lucia's Day. St. Lucia's Day.
St. Lucia's Day.
St. Lucia's Day, which is a Scandinavian holiday They do it every year, where the oldest daughters make breakfast for the family. And I'm putting daughters in quotes right now because not everyone that's going to participate is a daughter today.
But also, it's a holiday where the oldest girl of the family makes breakfast for the whole family, not daughters.
Oh, the oldest
So
girl.
this is a polygamous family, so there's 4 girls to help. In a normal, dare I say, Scandinavian family, it would be one eldest daughter
Yes.
making breakfast
Enslaved.
for who knows how many fucking people. 7? I don't know. How many times have you had a sibling born? You're the oldest.
I've
You
never
tell me.
celebrated St. Lucia's Day, and I've never had a... I mean, my family's only half Scandinavian. So I
So
don't know.
we're looking at this from like the normal lens. Normal. I say that in quotes as always. Now they say daughters, so they're scooping 4 of them up because, they would need that for how many kids they have, but they're manipulating another holiday for the fun of it. But also,
I mean, they're just co-opting it in a way that works for their family. I mean, is it so bad? Other than the, enslaving your daughter?
sexism times 4. I would
sure.
argue it's 1,000 times worse.
4 times the sexism.
You get 4 times the stint in jail or hell. Okay? They seriously, why?
Because they're traditional, darling.
Well, we come from this quote from Kody, don't call me a sexist pig, to this. And either the producers want them to look bad or they don't realize that they just naturally look bad.
I think it was the latter, and the producers just lucked out. Honey, were you ever forced to make breakfast on St. Lucia's Day? It sounds like you're harboring some previous resentments.
No, thank God. I had never heard of this holiday until this episode, and that's why I slammed the pause button so hard with my big toe that it just, I don't know.
It flew across the room.
That remote just shot across the room.
Hopefully you'll have an opportunity to move on soon, maybe through some therapy.
I can understand this is one of those things where it's like, oh, it used to be fun. We don't do it anymore. The oldest in the family, boy or girl, has to make breakfast for the family. But I can't believe that anybody would still be celebrating this and respect their daughters, mothers, aunts, whatever.
Right. Well,
so we find out that there are actually going to be 4 daughters joining. We kind of assumed they might include Robyn's eldest, but they do come clean out and say it. Aspen, Maddie, Leon, and Aurora. All 4 get to make breakfast like it's a gift. They don't have to. They get to because it's a
Yay.
gift to the family.
labor.
So the 4 of them are getting to make breakfast, and they're going to make crepes.
Ooh, tasty.
And the only way you could ever serve a crepe breakfast to an entire family is buffet style with trays.
Mm-hmm.
And this is where shit gets real quick.
Ooh, yeah. Passion's heat.
Crepes burn.
Well, actually, there was a lack of heat. No, there was heat. It was too
there was
direct.
an excess of heat.
Thank you. So what are these? They're pans, the aluminum disposable
So there's a
things?
name for it. I can't remember the name, but essentially there's 2 aluminum pans. The lowest has some water in it. The top has the food in it, and then there's like a candle, like a little kerosene candle underneath. So it heats the water, which spreads the heat to heat the entire piece of food or whatever's in there.
Yeah.
This is one of those situations where you can't help it. Someone's just going to look bad. Maddie has been just ragging on everyone. Hey, there needs to be water between the 2 layers or the food is going to burn. I remember Christine telling me that. And every single other daughter, Aspen, Leon, Aurora, is kind of fighting her. Like, we don't remember hearing water. So they start lighting the things. And then, of course, they start to smell something burn.
Yes.
And Maddie gets to shove it in everyone's face. Fair enough. But who is the one that actually lit the burners and decided that their decision, their highway, get off it with or without water terms?
Is it Aurora?
Nope.
Is it Aspen?
Nope.
Oh, is it the ghost of Christmas present?
It is Leon.
Oh, it's Leon. Oh.
And they pointed out that, hey, it was Leon that made the decision, and Leon just can't handle that and yells, I did it. I'm sorry, guys, and storms off.
Mm-hmm. Thank you for the storm off sound effects that sound like a horse trotting away.
Coconuts tapping together.
Yes.
Monty Python style.
Definitely slammed down some shit on the stove and then turned around and booked it out of that room like my attitude is here. Listen to it. I'm pissed.
I just don't even know how to describe this scene because it's so ridiculous, because they're like fighting over these weird giant ways that you serve breakfast that like not many people know what the fuck this is, and they think that it happens in cafeterias, but this is a family cafeteria.
Yeah.
And I can't even remember what they're named because
The
of that.
warming trays.
Yeah.
But there's a name for them. I just don't know
it's
what it
just
is.
like so funny because we get this weird, absurd way that they have to serve breakfast because their family's so big. And then they're fighting over how to serve this like weird breakfast. And then it's like Leon is just all of a sudden, they're making a scene, much ado about nothing. They're
Yes.
trying to get some sort of heated rivalry going on because there's literally no fucking reason to film this.
Well, Maddie was kind of jabbing at everybody. Maddie actually took out one of those kerosene things and was reading the instructions, being like, you're
True.
supposed to light this when you do the thing. Like, just reiterating that she was correct from the beginning. And she was totally having one of those moments of like, well, who was right? Who was right? Guess it was me. I guess y'all were wrong. And Leon could not handle it. Cut to Meri and Kody unloading some of someone's belongings into someone's home. Not into Mary's home because she doesn't have her home. Friendly reminder. And Meri is talking Cody's ear off about how Leon is upset. Oh, Leon's upset. Imagine that.
So exciting and new.
But sometimes Leon's not upset. It's, hot and cold, up and down, here and there, all around the square. And Kody says, well, sounds like you, Meri. Sounds like you, Mare. It feels like it's more about you, Meri, and how you're reacting to Leon. And he tells Meri, I'll handle it.
I can handle this. It's a little crummy that he's like, oh, you're making this about you instead of about your child.
Yeah, it has vibes of a little like mansplaining or a little like, let me tell you about how it is. But I hate to say it, I kind of agree with him. It's like, Meri, you just seem to be coddling when it's not necessary and making things worse in many ways, withholding things and kind of ushering Leon along, even in her statements. Oh, Leon's upset sometimes and sometimes not, and I don't get it. It's like, Meri, you don't get anything. You just pretend like you don't understand these things when really you should very clearly understand what's going on. But they're two peas in a pod, as we said in our last episode of this pod.
I have a hard time with this because it sounds like Cody's like, oh, you're just too emotional. Like, God forbid you get your period, the bears will come. And then he sounds also like he's just being realistic and like, hey, you're emotional too. Quit making it about yourself because it's about our child and you're both emotional.
Yeah. And then Meri says some weird shit talking about how she understands now that she has a teenager. She's had a teenager for a couple years, and now she knows what it must have been like for Kody to deal with her. I see me in them so much. Oh, God.
Yeah. Meri just goes on and on about how she's been trying to do better, trying to be better because of how hard it is to deal with Leon and realizing it must be just as hard to deal with her, and kind of talks about it for a bit.
And then there's a 2-camera where Kody says, maybe Mary's being dramatic. You just don't know. And this is the thing, is like, you just don't know.
You can never know.
Meri is dramatic. She's always upset. She's always all over the place. And so now when she's talking about her child, who's always upset and all over the place, is the story that you both are all upset and all over the place? What's going on here? And Cody's just trying to be one of the leaders of the manosphere and come in and say, listen, I'm going to lay down the law. I'm going to tell Leon what needs to happen. I'm going to give Leon some life advice. I'll talk to Leon. Let me deal with it. So then Kody and Leon are sitting inside in the family room or the living room or the My Sister Wife's closet world headquarters. You never know where they are. And he's got some things to say to Leon.
First, Kody starts out by just a simple, "You feeling okay?"
Leon's feeling great. Can't you tell?
This is not gentle parenting, okay? This is not understanding how to talk to your own child.
Yeah.
You feeling okay?
Do you get upset when I ask you that question? Are you feeling okay,
Are
Kimber?
you mad at me?
Are you? Oh, I never ask people that. I don't want to know the answer.
Oh, boy.
Cody also tells Leon, well, after, that icebreaker,
Yeah, best icebreaker ever.
Cody just dives right in and tells Leon, when you're mad about what's going on in your life, you still need to be a sweet person. A sweet person. You need to not wear your struggles on your sleeve so much. Your mom is dealing with the same thing. You'll have a better life and a lot more friends if you have a chipper disposition.
Put value into what you do have.
Yeah.
AKA not what you don't have, not the house that you've been staring at longingly across the street.
That you've been yelling at from a minivan, saying you're going to slap
White
the
knuckling
underwriter across the face. Like, you've been a spoiled brat, which is what we have been saying on this podcast for many episodes, and it's unlikable. And do I think you have to be a sweet person? No. Do I think you always have to have a chipper disposition? No. But do I think Leon needs to hear this? Fucking yes. Like, it's probably just one of those moments in life where it's like, yo, everyone's tired of walking on eggshells around you and touching you with kid gloves. Everyone's kind of over it. And you're alienating people.
Another thing to point out with the word that he uses, being sweet, you may be struggling, but you really need to be sweet with everybody else. It's a very odd word to pick. And I don't think a lot of us would use that word in a similar situation. I think if I was saying that, I'd be like, you may be struggling, but you really need to be kind with everybody else. I don't know another parent that would just automatically go to, you need to be sweet.
Right.
With everybody else. It's just a very strange word to jump to out of all of the descriptive words in the English language. So, yeah, he's basically Leon, keep sweet.
Yep. Little Warren Jeffs vibes in there. Doesn't matter what you're going through. And it's obviously a spectrum, right? If you're upset about every single thing and everything's driving you nuts, take a moment and evaluate. And he literally suggests to Leon, if you're getting upset, it might be best to just remove yourself for a few minutes and go do your thing, regather your thoughts, come back when you're a little more able to go with the flow, have a more chipper disposition.
Think objectively.
Yeah.
Which we know they're great at.
So many better ways to phrase it than keeping sweet and having a chipper disposition. I think the suggestion and the conversation itself holistically probably wasn't bad in the sense that, like I said, Leon needs to fucking hear this. I probably needed to hear it at some point. I'm sure my dad was like, you know what? If you were just a little nicer, people would be a little nicer to you. Like, it's something some people are probably just going to have to hear in life.
Kinder to them, softer to them, nicer to them. Sweet.
And he uses sweet so much. They all do but particularly Kody, in their book, Becoming Sister Wives. So many uses of the word sweet. Yeah. It was sweet, and she was sweet, and everything was sweet. It's like, can't you find a different word? It's so obnoxious.
I think that I've only described a strawberry that way before.
Right. Like, I would assume I would describe food as sweet. Or if someone did something really, really nice for me, so I might be like, that's so sweet. But I wouldn't suggest they be sweet. Very strange.
No, it's a very odd use of the word.
Very culty.
Yeah. Well, speaking of culty, we're going to go back to the Brown family cul-de-sac.
Woo! And it's Christmas morning on January 2nd.
Meri is hoping that since it's a weekday, January 2nd, they might get their Christmas miracle and get into the home. And Meri's been sitting by that phone, waiting for that call.
Technically, it's a business day, she says. Technically, it's a business day. And everyone's gathering at Janelle's family room for the Christmas celebration. There's children, there's adults, there's presents. And Kody tells us that they're a family of 22. So if everyone gets 3 gifts, that's 66 presents to be all around. Yeah, there's a lot of presents. It didn't seem crazy to me because they are a large family. It just looked like a lot of presents for a lot of people. I don't really get if that was directed by a producer, director, like prompted, because it didn't seem strange to me. I don't know.
It does look insane because they take the shot from overhead, like from the balcony.
Yeah.
So from like the top shot, it looks like a ton of presents. It looks like Whoville. People and the presents and the big tree and yeah.
And truly scrumptious is little Cindy Lou.
Little Cindy Lou Who with her little wispy hair, our favorite of them all.
The kids are all opening their gifts. There's a lot of excitement. I didn't see a lot of people eating crepes, so unfortunately we never saw where St. Lucia's Day. Oh, I guess that must have been a different day. I don't know. I'm confused. It's so hard with Joseph Smith's birthday right before Christmas and St. Lucia's Day. There's so many.
And Hanukkah
that they couldn't even fit that in this year. There was just so many holidays, and it's tough to keep track.
One person that they show getting a gift that I thought was adorable was Gabe. And there is like a towel or a blanket over something, and the other kids say, we're gonna reveal your gift, Gabe, and they pull it up, and it's a brand new bike. And Gabe's reaction's really cute, and it was just cute how the siblings got in on hiding the bike without wrapping it and pulling the cloth away.
Yeah,
it
was a cute moment. And then America's favorite sister wife, Robyn, tells Kody it's his turn to open a present from her. Ooh, the Christmas spirit is inside of her and just leaking out of every pore. He opens the gift and he gets choked up. He takes a pause and he pulls out a piece of paper. More pieces of paper for gifts. But this piece of paper is actually a Social Security card that says, Robyn Alice Brown. He announces to everyone the gift. It's a Social Security card. She's changed her name, and here is a certificate saying she did so. And it's so great because they do a pan to Logan, and he's slow clapping. And he's not doing it, not a sarcastic, asshole thing, but literally just like, yay, slow clap. And I'm like, oh my God, so good. And of course, Kody and Robyn hug and they kiss. They do a little kiss in front of the other sister wives, breaking the rules. And it was quite a moment. Christine yells from the side, "That's so cool!" And I went, why? Is everything cool?
She does.
Why is everything real and cool?
Oh my
it's
gosh.
so cool. It's so real that it's cool. Like, why?
They have a little tidbit of Kody talking, and he says, "It's probably the biggest surprise I've ever had. It shocked and awed me." Shocked and awed me.
Well, it takes a lot to shock and awe Kody. He's hard to impress.
And then, we cannot just gloss over the fact that he holds the Social Security card up for all to see, including the cameramen. Oh, God.
I didn't catch if it was blurred or not. It'd be fun to go freeze frame it and capture that number and get her a 5th last name. Let's just do
Jesus,
it. Let's
they'd
get
be
Robyn
like,
a brand new
please
last name.
report yourself to the FBI's most wanted list for most debt in America. That's what it would come up as if you tried to steal her Social Security number. It's a little odd. They've shown large checks to the camera, and obviously the camera's blurred them. Now they're showing a Social Security card, and it's like, you dumb motherfuckers.
Stop showing your PPI or your PII or whatever
trying
it is.
to lose your own identities. We know it's been a rough go, okay? We know you've been separated for 2+ years, but please, nobody wants to be you.
Don't forget they had to go to Nevada in the middle of the night. They have struggled, and they have had so many ups and downs, and now here's a check and here's my social.
Christ almighty, for real.
As we know, Kimber gladly accepts that information.
Only if you fall in love with me and give it willingly.
And then they talk about the importance of all of them having the same last name, even if they're not legally married. It's to signify that you are a kept woman, according to Kody.
a kept woman. Christine says that most women in plural marriage do not change their last name, but that was something that was super important to her because of her children and having the same last name as their father.
Yeah, not our first time talking about last names in the last couple episodes.
Yeah.
It seems to be a thing right now.
So, Robyn Shitstain Brown is now dubbed Robyn Alice Brown of the Brown family, fourth wife of the Kody Brown. I dub you Robyn Alice Brown of Brown.
Queen of the Brown family cul-de-sac.
I'm supposed to add, Queen of the Browns.
Is there a gas leak in here? Are we at Robyn's house?
I'm just acting out what I'm imagining.
Are we victims of her Munchausen by proxy? Kody says that this is a covenant between them, between Kody, the wives, and God. So, even though they're not legally married, them taking his last name is a covenant between him, them, and God. How touching.
We see all of their gorgeous wedding photos again, and the waterfall flowers in Meri's wedding, and the little workout headband with the flowers on it, but mostly the waterfall flowers.
Oh.
Gotta have the waterfall flowers.
Was that in the gymnasium where they got married?
Yes, the gymnasium. And then over all of their beautiful wedding photos, Kody says, it's a biblically sanctified marriage.
It was a big deal to me. A big deal. So, Robyn changing her name and giving him a social security card on Christmas morning was a big deal. Very touching, very moving. The baby Jesus wept.
But fuck all the work that these women have done to get these homes, because you know what? These homes were a gift from God.
Yes. Kody lets the whole family know this. He stands up after their gifts and declares, has to talk to the family like he always does, being the patriarch, being the man from the manosphere. I get it. This is the biggest gift our family could ever receive outside of our relationships with each other and, of course, the testimony from God.
Yeah, he's basically telling his kids to be thankful. He says, always appreciate it. Always be thankful for it. Like, do not forget where this comes from. Do not forget your roots.
This is the follow-up from when he started that last episode. He said, you should all respect us because we're going to provide you housing. And so now he's just continuing the story. Respect the homes, respect us. That only the testimony from God should mean more than this. Very moving.
So after opening the 666 gifts from the devil for the entire family, they're all exhausted. Nobody wants to do anything. But everyone is going to have to stay up for this caramel competition.
Dun,
Dun,
dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun, dun.
Kody's a man getting caramels from all of his 4 wives. Because he is a genius, he devised this plan.
Dun, dun, dun. Wow. Okay.
So dumb.
Make sure you add that to the Sister Wives playlist on Spotify, Chris. Eye of the Tiger.
We hear how each of their journeys has been going in this Carmel River. Christine's have all burned. Christine has borrowed so much Caro syrup from Janelle for her burnt batches that Janelle has noticed the syrup missing.
Christine's first 2 batches were destroyed by her own incompetence. So she's on her 3rd batch, making these caramels. She's going to make these caramels so good. Janelle's cooking with her mom, and, that's that. Cooking with her mom, noticing her missing syrup.
Pretty sure hers were the ones that looked wet upon delivery.
Yeah, Janelle's caramels
They
were
were,
nice and
wet.
wet.
And Christine is focusing really hard on making the proper caramel because Christine gets accused of cheating all the time.
Oh, yeah, she's a cheetah.
And so she's kind of trying to vindicate herself. And this is when Meri and Robyn keep going on and on about how tired they are and how they can't imagine making caramels right now. And they talk about Christine and how Christine's a cheater. maybe we should nap instead of making them and then just go buy caramels from some unfortunate store.
Unfortunate store.
So they go and have a nap.
Oh, Scissor Sisters.
And then they go to a store and they're just like, Meri says to the clerk, "Here's the deal. We have a caramel competition going on. We have to have the best caramels." And Robyn this whole time is like chittering, can't stop giggling.
I thought she was high.
I thought she was too. It's like this.
It was weird.
She throws herself on the counter at one point, kind of half
barreled over. Like, what?
And Meri's describing to the clerk how she's going to pass their caramels off as their own. Like, that's okay to do in the first place.
Yeah, and as if it's even that exciting or anyone cares.
Oh, my God. It's like they're the first people to ever be let in on a secret, and they just can't let it go, and they're, like, dying laughing.
Totally.
And then Meri says, "Lies are always okay, as long as you tell the truth later."
Oh, interesting.
God forgives all.
Now, darling, you glossed over a very important point.
Oh, no.
When Meri and Robyn are in the kitchen discussing how they're going to call this unfortunate store owner to see if her unfortunate store has some caramel, they joke about your husband.
Oh, no.
Which I loved, because Meri's like, well, you know, your husband wants blah, 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 blah. And then Robyn's like, oh, no, he's your husband. And I kind of thought it was, I don't know, it stuck out to me as a little funny bit.
Flirty?
Well,
Perhaps.
like it was a little pre-nap wink, wink.
Yeah.
But, yeah, your husband, not mine. Oh, I don't have a husband either. It's your husband. Ooh. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. When the husband's away, the sister wives will play. And so, is this significant? No, but I just wanted to mention it because your husband, I actually thought it was a little funny and kind of like, when in life are you ever going to have the opportunity to say your husband? It's like, no,
it was kind of funny because they were like, why did your husband make us do this? I don't know. Yep. He's not my husband. He's your husband. Why did your husband make us do this? It was funny.
It is funny because people always say that about the children, right? Like, well, your child, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, oh, it's your child as well. So I thought that bit was a little funny. Mm-hmm. Did it warrant Robyn barreling over and losing consciousness from laughter? No, but it was funny.
She wasn't even like cute laughing. By this point, it was like ugly laughter. Like, ooh.
Yeah, she was high this whole time. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
After the store, they arrive back at Robyn's house to try to doctor up these unfortunate store-bought caramels to look homemade. And their approach is a little like, are you effing kidding me? I mean, it seems like they were talking about rolling them, and I don't even know.
They were just going to reshape them. And Meri says, well, they're just like this, but they're flattened. So they start like warming the caramels up in their hands and then smashing them on the counter with like the palm of their hands.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's like, just imagine like the sweaty hands like smashing the caramels and then everyone unrolling the caramels and eating them.
You're going to be as wet as Janelle's caramel. Caramel?
Nothing was wetter than that caramel.
Nothing's wetter than Janelle's caramel.
It looked damp.
As musty as Robyn's basement. Now, Robyn tells us, I'd make a horrible shoplifter. I'm too nervous. In her stupor, because she's laughing like an uncontrollable idiot.
She's like a hyena this entire bit.
It's so disturbing. And what crossed my mind was, Robyn, you would be a horrible shoplifter. I think you'd probably be better fit for fraud or embezzlement. She's more calculated than going into a store and just slipping something in her pocket. She's like, I'm going to steal the money from under you for years kind of vibe.
She's not smart enough to do it. So she has to do what we all fucking hate most in the world and ask a man to embezzle and do the work for her.
Not a man.
And then she just plays innocent, even though she's pulling the puppet strings, and she gets it all.
She's got that Kody wrapped around her little disgusting finger. Cut to the taste test of these caramels. Oh, I know you all have been waiting for the outcome of this competition. Everyone's been waiting on the edge of their seat. Oh, what's going to happen? What's going to happen?
This is where I just wrote, because they're showing us the tray, that they're being presented on with this blind taste test.
Was it a paper plate?
It's just a plate. And all I wrote is, one is wet.
There definitely was a wet one.
There's 3 caramels and one is showing signs of being wet.
It is glossy. It is shiny.
There might be droplets of wetness on it.
It left a snail trail on the plate.
It sure did.
When Kody puts these caramels in his mouth, one of which is wet and the other 2 are dry, the first one that he tries is a bit soft. And he didn't say that it was wet, and he didn't say that it slipped out of his mouth and he had to put it back in, but
It was soft.
it was soft. Number 2, not to be confused with a bowel movement, was very yummy. He thought it tasted great, but it wasn't as wet as his mom's or as dry as his mom's, not quite sure. And it tasted different than his mom's. When he popped that caramel in his mouth, he said, "This doesn't taste like my mother's caramel." And Kody questions them if it's either of their mom's recipes. "Robyn, is this your mom's recipe? Meri, is this your mom's recipe?" And it's like, Kody, get these women's mothers' recipes out of your mouth. These wet and dry
Robyn keeps
caramels.
saying, because it's walnuts, not pecans or something.
Yeah, it's these nuts, not those nuts. Like, who
the
gives a fuck?
Fuck puts nuts in their caramel, first of all, you psychopaths. Ugh.
Well, as you know, I'm allergic to caramel, so I don't know anything
Yes.
about this.
Chris told me a story after we met that he was allergic to caramel. And then obviously I kind of was like, what? How can that be? And he admitted that it was a lie.
Right, I'm kind of like Meri. You know, you can tell the lie as long as you ask for forgiveness.
Yes.
The true story is when I was a young child, I made up that I was allergic to caramel because I'm not actually that much of a fan. Now as an adult, I'll eat some caramel. Like, it's fine. But when I was a kid, I really didn't like it. And people would always be like pushing caramel. Especially when you're a kid. They're just like,
Pushers.
they are pushers. They're like, pop that Werther's in your mouth. And I'm like, it's wet and tastes like my mother. Like, I don't like it, you know?
It's moist.
And so I made up that I was allergic to caramel so that, especially at school, like people would be like, you have to eat this. And I'd be like, I don't want to.
Caramel in your mouth. How many times did people try to force feed you caramel as a child that you
listen.
felt the need to lie
It
about?
happened enough times for me to fabricate a story that I was allergic to caramel so people would stop forcing it on me. It was terrible.
What's so funny is that people used to be obsessed with Werther's.
Yes, I'm telling you, it's part of my childhood. It's like a staple was my caramel lie. It followed me for years and years because I would just tell people I'm allergic. Of course, eventually you get old enough where people start putting the pieces together that it's like, isn't caramel just like sugar and flavoring? And I'm like, I don't know. I'm allergic to it. I have no idea. But of course, as an adult.
I don't know. I avoid it like the plague.
Yes.
I would know.
It's just kind of like some other wet things. I just have not gone there. I don't like it. Get it out of my face. Get it out of my mouth.
Well, there's a good Werther's and there's a bad Werther's. The good Werther's, it's a little moist. It has a give to it.
Oh.
The bad one is like the hard square. That's like a hard
yes.
candy almost. And I'm dying because that you used to see that shit everywhere, like
yeah.
on the counters everywhere. Your
Yeah.
grandma had them, your
The
mom had them.
commercials. Remember the commercials? Like
Yes.
the grandpa giving it to the grandson.
Yep.
My Werther's original.
True.
Yeah.
Oh my God, memories unlocked right
And
now.
I was going, I'm allergic to that shit. I'm scared.
Oh my God.
Obviously, as an adult, I came clean and said, no, I just don't like it. Please stop putting it in my mouth.
Can you guys tell us what happened to Werther's?
Yeah, is Werther's
Did the
still
Browns
around?
get a hold of their factory for
Right.
these caramels of theirs?
Yes. They actually went to the factory and Werther's is no longer a thing. It got browned down. Shut down.
Brown to the ground.
Now, according to Kody, the third caramel he tried was just right. Just like the porridge and the bed and the chair and whatever happened to, is it Goldilocks?
Yes.
In the Three Bears?
We
I feel
mentioned
like
it
in the last
time.
episode, I said it and I thought that I was talking about the
Mattress.
girl that put down the hair from the tower. And so I was like, oh, that's not even the right one. And it's like, no, Chris, it was the right one.
It was the right one. We were talking about the mattresses that they were trying out.
Yes. Well, was it a pea under the mattress? The princess in the pea?
Princess in the
There was
pea.
just so many things happening, and someone was trying to shove caramel down my throat, and I said, enough, enough.
Enough! I don't want your cream savers either!
No. I'm strictly chocolate. I like
Strictly dickly chocolate.
I like milk chocolate better than dark chocolate, but there's a place for all the different kinds of chocolate.
Just nothing strawberry.
That third caramel hit Kody in all the right places. It tasted just like his mother's caramel. And turns out that third one was Christine's caramel. She got it right.
She won once, not by cheating,
Oh, God.
but by the
By virtue.
reality of her caramel.
Yeah.
All she had to do was try again, which is how you get better at things, Christine. That's how you get better at things, Christine.
If
For
she had
real.
tried as hard to be a realtor as she did at those caramels, she
Honestly.
might, she might be the Mauricio Ubansky of today's world. But it is what it is.
Caramel's not easy to make.
Listen, I've never tried. I was allergic for many years.
It burns so easily. Yeah, like your nostrils would have just burned up inside because of your allergic reaction.
Yeah.
It's
Bring me the EpiPen.
very hard to make. I'm a baker. I love to bake. I would never attempt to make my own caramel because it doesn't matter that much to me because I'm actually allergic too. But that's
Holy
for
shit.
a different day because it's like actually really traumatizing.
Right. I've never met another person allergic to caramel.
I know.
How
Like
exciting.
I think you might have given it to me, to be honest with you.
What a magical moment for everyone listening to be able to experience with us.
Oh, it's kind of a big deal.
Thank you for being here on our Christmas morning. So in this back and forth, they do give a pan over to Janelle where she's tasting one of Robyn and Meri's stolen caramels. And she says, "This tastes like a name brand caramel." And I'm like, yes, Janelle, taste buds of a what?
True trash eater? Because I'm like, yeah, that fakey fake taste of the fake sugar and the fake this and fake that. Like, yeah, you can tell.
Yeah, you can tell. She's
Yeah.
been there. She's popped that in her mouth
A
before.
fellow Dorito fan.
At this point, we have a couch moment where Meri and Robyn confess to everything that they did. And when they started talking, I'm like, they don't know? They don't know? Like, this didn't come up already? Like, how is this not a thing? But it really feels like the other wives didn't actually know that they did this. When they're confessing, or when Meri's confessing, Robyn is laughing uncontrollably. Like, she is not able to usher even a sentence fragment. It is
Just like she
bitch.
was. Yep.
Yes.
When they were buying them with the clerk.
This is the funniest thing that's ever happened to Robyn in her entire life. Insane.
Like a teenager with her best friend that's like giggling in front of a boy and she can't stop. And it's like got the giggle fits going on.
Yeah. Meanwhile, she's a mother of four who's approaching middle age and looks terrible.
Yeah.
And while this ridiculous exchange is happening, Kody decides to get up and abruptly leave the couch out of fake protest that they would even try to pass off a store-bought caramel for the kind his mother used to nurse him with. This brings about a wonderful opportunity for Christine to talk about the family mission statement. In case you've missed it, we've been drafting this family mission statement for a hot minute. It's been going on and going on. Don't forget that for Joseph Smith's birthday, Christine gave them pieces of paper with their name and what they as individuals contributed to their first brainstorming session. Now we're coming back for session number 2, and Janelle is so excited. She is enthused as ever.
Meanwhile, I see Robyn about to start breastfeeding Saul, and then they cut back to Christine. And so it feels very unnecessary to have shown Robyn about to do that. And Christine goes, "What's our end goal?" What's our end goal, everybody? What's our end goal?
Well, Janelle says, "I still don't see the end goal in sight." No, just kidding. She
No,
does
for
say
real.
that. She does
She
say
doesn't
that.
see the end.
She does say that about their activity. Not sure that anyone really responds to that. I didn't track other than when the kids were giving sarcastic comments, and she said the kids are being poo-poo heads.
Yeah,
Christine
they were ignoring
referred
the
to
questions.
the children as poo-poo heads, and they literally showed Hunter on the ground being like, blah, 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 blah. Like, no one cares, except for Christine. She really cares.
They decide that they're going to take their top like 5 traits that they want reflected and write them on one piece of paper, and that they're going to work the mission statement from there. And Robyn is fighting for them not to remove the word financial to be a main point in the mission statement.
Well, we need financial. And I'm like, yeah, you do, you money hungry whore. She is adamant that they keep financial. She doesn't want to let that go. It's very important to her that their family is financially okay. And It's just interesting. It's weird because financial stability is a fundamental building block for a lot of families. It's not that she's wrong in not having some sort of addressing something where you're talking about maybe success or doing your best, because there's ways that you can talk about finances without actually talking about the finances, right? Like, we always strive to do our best. We achieve our goals. We maintain health when it comes to our physical, our spiritual, our financial. But she's an idiot.
We
so.
make enough to send our kids to college. Education's important, so we work towards finances for education or financing education. Hello,
Yeah.
financing education.
No,
She doesn't
can't
even
do that.
deduce it to anything like truly integral to the family's morals.
Yeah, and their goals that they've said from the beginning, that every kid needs to go to
Yeah.
college, and she does, can't connect those dots.
No.
I don't know that that even wrapped anywhere. I feel like the scene just kind of ended. Was there any tie-up to all this?
No.
Yeah, it just kind of stopped. And then all of a sudden we're at Mary's rental.
Yeah.
So, like, okay, that was just a scene. And
We've been getting a lot of whiplash again.
Yeah.
This episode.
And we find out that it's January 3rd, so it is the day after their their Christmas party. And Mona is going to meet them after sundown to give them the keys. So Meri finally did get some good news. She's been approved. She's getting the keys. And it's late at night. How exciting. When they get to the house, they're inside and they're signing documents on the island. And I was wondering, could they see the paperwork with those uneven pendants? Could they even see what they were signing? It's all just a mystery.
Oh my gosh.
And Mona sounds so excited to be done with them. Like, she's literally like, just so glad we could get this done today. Like, oh my God.
Yeah, Kody's like, Mona, you're a trooper. And it's 2 years into this. She's been working with them for 2 years. They bring that number up again. And it's like, God damn, yeah, she's been working with them for 2 whole years. And Mona looks like she's going to cry. And then she says, we finally did it. It's over. And I'm going home.
And I'm going home. This is it. It's like the end of a chapter for Mona.
I'm going home.
I'm going home. And if I remember correctly, Mona helped them get into the rentals. So
She did.
This is it. They've been working with her
move.
since they were residents of Utah, criminals in Utah. And then they did what is it called when you go across the desert? Their exodus?
Their voyage.
Their whatever the Jews did to get out of
Pilgrimage.
Egypt, the pilgrimage.
Pilgrimage.
They took their pilgrimage to Las Vegas to live down the street from Robyn's bearded mother and her stepdaddy uncle. And Mona's been there for them the entire time. God bless Mona.
And she's finally going to be able to put down all the disguises and just be her normal self again, because she doesn't want to have to hide from the Browns and not let them know who she really is.
Yep.
I'm going to miss her.
Because who she really is probably violates their sacred covenants and testimonies from God.
Yeah.
Those crystals, those nipple tassels.
In the arms of the angels,
Like,
Mona,
in memoriam.
fly away.
In memoriam for Mona. It's like, she's still alive. We're just mourning the loss of this fabulous character.
I am just mourning the loss of all of the characters of her.
Oh.
Like all of the versions of her. I Dream of Jeannie's mom, a biker chick Christmas.
Yes.
Blossom, fortune teller goddess, nipple queen.
Nipple queen. Yes, Mona, we love
I chant
you.
in the woods and moon.
Charge. Moon charge. Moon charge.
I chant in the woods and moon charge my pussy, Mona.
Yes.
I'm just going to miss every version of
Hard
Mona.
Hat Mona. Hard Hat Mona was one of my favorites.
Hard Hat Mona.
Yes.
No, don't leave us.
Don't leave us with these people, Mona. Don't leave us with the Browns. She's like, I'm going home. And we're like, we're still here. We're at the Brown family cul-de-sac. Help us.
Help us. Our invisible jail that we've made for ourselves in these booths that we record.
Yes, we've built our own prison and now we're living in it.
I'm in a curtained box of emotion.
Oh, God. Oh, no. Oh, no.
Step Brothers.
Well, hot off the heels of Mona slipping a caramel in her... Oh, sorry. I'm getting my scenes confused here. Kody and Meri go to Leon's workplace to surprise them with the news. news. Oh, those little devils. They spoke to Leon's manager previously and worked something out so that Leon could leave work to go see the house. There's going to be coverage for that teenager working at that froyo shop.
The owner.
Oh, the owner. Excuse me, not manager. Owner.
Leon must have the wool pulled over their eyes.
What does that mean?
It's kind of embarrassing when, like, kids' parents call their place of work. So it's just like...
Right. Like, I would have been
It's so
embarrassed.
juvenile.
And then during it been distracted by the thing. And then afterwards been like, please don't ever call my work again for anything ever. Like, seriously.
Right. Leon is probably the type of person that has had Meri call in sick for them before, though.
Oh, my God. Totally.
That's why I'm like, oh, this just gives me the cringe really hard. Because I feel like it seemed like Meri and Kody were friends with said boss and owner. They knew,
sure.
like,
Familiar enough.
yeah.
Yeah. My parents wouldn't have been calling my McDonald's manager when I was 15 to tell them, or 16, 17.
Yeah.
To say, oh, Chris needs to come because we're getting keys to a new house. They would have been like, you want Chris to have a job after today or not?
Chris needs to stay because he's the best at getting the fries out from under the fryer, bitch.
Exactly. I was the fry king. They're like, we can't make those caramel sundaes without him.
I would like to let everybody in this McDonald's know that the ice cream machine is now not working. Christopher, why the fuck did you have to do this to us?
Blame me for all of the McDonald's ice cream machines not working because of my lies about a caramel allergy.
Caramel infection.
Oh, I have a caramel infection. Oh, God. Meri tells us that Leon was the happiest she's seen them in a very long time. Oh, how touching. I wish I was moved. And then we immediately cut to people helping to pack up some of Meri's stuff and bring these things from Meri's rental to her home. They're playing dramatic, somber Christmas music. Something about a guy named Manuel.
Now that they have all of the homes, they put in a clip of Kody saying that he thinks this was their best Christmas ever. And then they show clips from the cabin Christmas from 2 years ago.
Yes.
And
when they were all sick at that cabin.
They were all sick.
Yes.
But they choose to show clip after clip after clip of everybody crying at the cabin with like the foggy border. So it's obviously like we're looking into the past. Mona's nipple rings are letting us look into the past. And they're just showing crying clips of this cabin Christmas. And they're happy tears, you motherfucking liars. You just expect us to forget how wonderful that Christmas was.
It was a wonderful... Meri slid into the cabin on that sled. She almost broke her legs.
She made everyone's PJs still.
Yes. They set up that tree that was so tall that it was like, oh, God, is it even going to fit? They were all sick. They had to take the snowmobiles up to the house at first. There were so many beautiful things with that house. The hot tub, the ice dams that Kody was breaking down. See, fond memories.
Very
a beautiful
fond
Christmas.
memories.
And they're playing these clips with the soundtrack of like, oh, man,
Christmases before this.
This is the saddest thing you've ever heard.
Yeah.
And it's just weird. It's like, this was a good time. Like, fuck you, editors.
As if they didn't fucking shoot the show and show us what they had shot. It's just like, I don't know. These editors are nuts. Like, they must be nuts.
Well, they think we're idiots. And most people are, and we are, but we're not that dumb. You know? We remember this Christmas. It reminds me, it was better than most of my Christmases as a child.
I know. Like, I was jealous of that Christmas.
Yeah, I was jealous of that Brown family Christmas.
I was, you know?
Yes.
If I could just stay at a chalet for Christmas, I'd be so happy.
Oh, well, one of these days, honey, we will.
Oh.
We'll record an episode from a chalet on a hillside. And we will be like, we are like the Browns in this chalet.
We will
Sick
hold
and
our own cult following gathering at a chalet up in the mountains for the Deadbeat Loser family.
Yes, we should
That's our
start
goal.
a cult. This is a good idea.
That's a good goal.
If you guys want us to start a cult, please leave us a comment telling us that we should start a cult.
Loser cult.
Encourage others to join our cult once it's started, of course. Now, we're not going to be like the Browns. We're actually going to be on top of this. It's actually going to happen.
As you look me in the eye and just like shit yourself.
Yeah. We'd have to stumble into starting a cult. Well, never say never.
I mean,
I could quit all of my other ambitions and just do the cult.
there are times when I truly do wonder why I am such great friends with the largest member of the manosphere. And perhaps it's cult vibes.
Ah. Are you saying that I have natural leader vibes? I think that's what I just heard. I think I heard that I should be the leader of a cult. Okay. I'm getting it. This is my Christmas in July gift to myself. I'm starting a cult.
Oh, perfect.
To wrap up this episode, Christine tells us that plural families can't buy homes together. It's just not done. And Kody says, "We found a way." And Christine responds, "It's a miracle."
Kody says, "We found a way to exist in a plural family in a monogamous world."
And that's how we wrap up the Christmas in January episode from the Browns.
But the most exciting thing of all was the next episode
Coming up on.
at the end.
I got a little chubby, you guys. I'm really excited. I had some blood flowing to my previously caramel-covered body parts. I can't remember what the first part was, but the second part was Robyn standing in a family room wearing a dress that it looks like a Laura Ingalls Wilder school teacher
a
would be
floral
wearing.
silkish skirt and a long sleeve black shirt with another long sleeve sweater over it.
Yes. And when she says skirt, she means like ankle length.
Ankle length skirt.
Like
and
curtains.
She is not looking like a 16-year-old Aeropostale pusher. She is looking like a purity speech pusher.
Purity pusher!
Purity pusher.
Yes! You guys, it's an episode we've all been waiting for and we're very excited about. I'm titillated. My caramel is wet. And I'm ready to hear Robyn talk about her purity.
How do we go from white wedding night negligee over a long sleeve top to this?
Yeah, she looks like a Sunday school teacher. Well, they are in church, in their family room, because there's no real church, because it's a cult. And she's there to spread the gospel. Not spread her legs. The opposite. Get that caramel wet enough to tack those legs together and keep your purity intact.
I am imagining Kody treating his home like a true church now and having spotlights up top that Hunter and Logan have to be in charge of. And he's like, when the lights are on me, no, look at me, look at me, look at me. When the lights are on me, I am a different person. I am your prophet, Kody Brown. I am not Dad.
The prophet from the Brown family cul-de-sac.
I mean, what else would a narcissist do?
It's really moving to me, touching. In fact, it mirrors what I'm going to do with starting a cult. Speaking of Janelle's sweet, wet caramel, it's time for mustard seed and shit stain. And our mustard seed, rather than just being a seed put into the ground, will be a caramel-covered mustard seed this episode. And, ladies first, of course.
My caramel-covered mustard seed is going to go to... I am going to give it to Kody.
Okay, hold on. Brace yourself. I need something to... Hold on. Okay.
I believe Kody stepping in to speak to Leon in obviously a time of distress for Meri and Leon was the right choice.
Yeah.
And I think a dad in a similar situation might have ignored it, might have let the mom and child go at it when stepping in was the right decision. And that's a little ahead of his time, honestly.
Yeah.
Because men are just not as in tuned to their children's like micro emotions, or there's this built-in innate thing I feel like with moms that's hard to explain, and you just kind of are attuned to what your child needs, and it can either be super overwhelming, like Meri was obviously overwhelmed with her emotions for Leon and kind of feeding on it and like replicating it, because they're both in the same situation. They're both dealing with trauma, just in a different way. Trauma, I'm going to say, as how they're viewing it. So they're both going through a big life thing, and they're, Meri doesn't have the right coping skills. So how can Meri show Leon the right coping skills? And Kody, I don't know if it's that he was smart enough to recognize this, or he is just used to having to deal with this with Leon and Meri so much, which is what it seems like. But I applaud Kody for recognizing that tumultuousness that was like just going to get worse and worse and worse, and stepping in and actually being a dad and handling it.
Yeah.
Whether or not the way he handled it was particularly great is beside like the point for what I'm making.
Yeah.
But given the religion, given the history, given the vocabulary that the family still uses, I think that this was a bit out there for him.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it was good to see it.
For me, it felt a little bit like Kody was almost reacting out of frustration.
Oh.
You know what I mean? Like, I think he might have just been, because that's what I self-identified with. It's like, I've had enough. I don't want to hear this anymore. Just let's fucking do something other than what you're doing. And so I think there might be an element of that, but
Yes.
I don't disagree with what you're saying. I mean, it is one of the first times we see Kody step up and actually try to handle something with one of the kids that isn't just discipline, because it's usually the things we've seen, is dad's not around, I need your help to discipline the kids or to keep them in line. And while this is somewhat keeping Leon in line, it didn't rub me the wrong way.
No, I think there's probably a few elements that are contributing to why Kody decided to speak with Leon alone. But I think for the most part, if it was out of anger, it would have been handled differently, because we've seen him handle some of the other children with anger. We saw it recently with Janelle's boys when Christine was over there with her kids too. And we saw him get frustrated, and we saw him sit down and literally like huffing and puffing about the situation.
And doing the neck giggity.
And giggity neck.
Yeah.
The way that he handled the situation with Leon and Meri was like a lot smoother and a lot either practiced because he's been down that road with them before, or just calmer because he understood what needed to be done and was like, okay, just step back. I got this.
Yeah.
So
Listen, I mean, you're giving a mustard seed to Kody,
I know.
and I'm not disagreeing. So
I am picking purely on this one instance because it stuck out to me just because it's so different from what we know of Kody.
yeah,
So
I feel that. Well, my mustard seed this episode, this Christmas episode, goes to one Janelle Brown, because I enjoyed that she said to us, I'm actually surprisingly looking forward to this caramel cook-off thing. And it's because she had her secret weapon, her mom, there to help her. And she had a couple of cracks. I always love that when she's doing the family mission statement work, she's always has a comment like, the end is not in sight, or like, I'm
not
just
going
here
anywhere.
trying to make it through, and I love that because, it is a business thing. It's not, families have mission statements, it is what it is. How many working sessions do you need? Clearly a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And I just thought that she was funny this episode. I enjoyed her laughter, and I just liked watching her family continue to fill the house and whatever. So I think that Janelle gets my mustard seed for this episode.
Janelle and Christine are a lot alike. And you see Christine make funny comments like, I'm not into my sister-in-law's closet. Oh my God, these meetings, if I show up and I'm not yawning, you're lucky. And Janelle, when she gets out of her shell, does the same type of humor.
Yeah.
And so it's just kind of unfortunate that things had to play out the way that they did, because you can tell that they could have been allies together.
Yeah. Yeah. And eventually they do become that. But yes, there's...
But I don't know that yet.
Well, right. And Kody pins them against each other, the whole 9 yards. Now it's time for our caramel-centered shit stains. That doesn't make sense.
Our shit-stain-centered caramels.
Yes. Oh, caramels with a little shit stain on the outside. So, honey, shit stain this week. What are you going to do about that shit stain?
Can I give it to Mona for leaving us?
Oh, we can't send Mona off with a shit stain.
Oh, fine.
I know. Even though we are all collectively sad.
My shit stain is going to go to Meri.
Ah. Good choice.
It's because I think Meri hides things from Leon and lets Leon get upset about things kind of out of selfishness and to console Leon. And on top of that, I think that Meri's just playing this like false victim throughout the last 2 episodes of not getting her house when it's a product of her own making. I don't know what to tell you. Like, it seems like your paperwork was definitely in late. Didn't look as good as you made it out to be. You invited your mom here before even having a moving date to help you move.
Inferring to Leon that it was other people's fault.
Yeah.
Or no, they know how to do their job, instead of correcting, like, it's not that they don't know how to do their job. Like, passing the blame.
Passing the blame in a very backhanded way. Like, Leon doesn't understand their jobs, so Leon doesn't get that they're doing their jobs. Like, that's bullshit. I don't even know how else to explain it.
It's bullshit as well.
It's bullshit.
Listen, Meri, that shit stain's been building up for a hot minute. Meri has been smearing that stain all around for episodes now.
And I almost forgot, Meri and Robyn teaming up about this caramel thing.
Oh, yeah.
And Meri's comment about how lying is okay as long as you're honest later or whatever. The gist of that comment is very Mormon.
Oh.
It's very hide it until it blows up in your face.
Right. Yeah. It's almost like she lied about having a caramel allergy or something.
Mm-hmm.
It's just disturbing.
That dirty whore.
Well, my shit stain this episode goes to her partner in crime. The one who could never be a shoplifter because she's too bad at lying and she's just too giddy and she's just laughing like an out-of-control schoolgirl. And that would be Robyn Brown. Robyn Shitstain Brown. The queen
Robyn
of
Alice
shitstains.
Brown.
Oh, excuse me, Alice. That's
we
right. Her
found out.
legal name is finally there. It's finally Robyn Alice Brown. Changing her last name for the 4th or 5th time, yeah, that's a little shit stainy to me. That's just purely based on trying to give Robyn a shit stain, of course. I don't really care about people's last names changing.
Purely based on the fact that she was probably trying to commit fraud again and avoid credit card debt.
Well, this is it. Fraudulent Robyn.
Allegedly.
Allegedly, of course. And that laughter was just unbearable. The giddy, I'm a 13-year-old having fun with my friend. It was like, bitch, you're a fucking grown-ass woman. This is insane. I mean, when you and I laugh like that, it's not because we're at a store buying caramels to trick your husband. No, your husband.
No, your husband. No,
into
yours.
thinking our caramels are from his mother. I mean, the entire thing is just not really that funny or cool or interesting, and she made it seem like they were having the time of their lives.
It was full of secondhand embarrassment for me.
Mm-hmm.
It made me think that Meri and her had some drinks beforehand, and Meri could handle her alcohol and Robyn couldn't.
Ooh, yeah.
It felt like a teenage girl drinking for the first time with her friends.
Yep.
Or just someone who doesn't understand reality and thinks that stupid situations are funny. Like, the whole thing just didn't make sense. Why are you laughing that fucking hard?
It was cool, and it was real, and it was weird. And I'm preemptively giving her part of my shit stain because of our coming up on with her future purity speech. Although we haven't heard it, it has definitely given me a smeary taste in my mouth. And then kissing Kody like a wanton slut in front of her sister wives on Christmas morning after giving him her real Social Security card. It just was inappropriate, and I would never do anything like that, obviously. I am a woman of Joseph Smith teachings, and I would never do anything like that.
Oh, my goodness. Yep.
Our Keep Sweet moment this week is another entry from our Season 6, Episode 1 giveaway for some beautifully handcrafted towels that the spirit of Meri protruded into your body to make or entered in somehow?
Astral projected in my dreams.
Astral projected into your dreams. This is it. And this entry comes to us from a YouTube submission from Magma M2 1819. And Magda M2 1819
I'm just going to tell you guys to go back to
Oh, yeah. Go back and look.
the entries and
Yes.
look, and you'll obviously know who we're talking about, and we appreciate you a lot. Okay.
Absolutely. I'm sorry that I can't read. I'm a little like Robyn right now. This user, insert name, says, the shit stain is Robyn for trying to launch their polygamous-centric business at a convention in St. George, where even she admits they hate polygamists. It's about as ridiculous as trying to sell steak at a vegan convention, which is very true. Their mustard seed goes to Christine for her blatant honesty and good support during my sister wife's closet meetings. And an honorable mention goes to the woman at the convention that said she was going to get money and never came back. Oh, when she told Robyn, I'm going to go to the bank to get some cash and then never returned. That was a beautiful moment. Absolutely. Thank you, Magna M21819, for your submission. We greatly appreciate it. Thank you again to everyone who left your mustard seeds and shit stains on our first episode of Season 6. We loved reading your mustard seeds, and we even more enjoyed reading your shit stains, of course, as the world turns, as is how one operates as someone allergic to caramel.
It was really fun, and I hope that everybody keeps putting their shit stains and mustard seeds on the comments of the platform that they listen on, because it makes me laugh out loud, and I like to laugh out loud. Although
Like Robyn.
I don't like to laugh out loud as much as a one Robyn Brown does.
I love that. If people just started leaving their mustard seeds and shit stains on every episode, that would be so fun to read
It would
through.
be so fun.
That would be great. We are going to be your new prophets. Don't worry, everyone. We'll give you future instructions. Please continue to listen.